What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Flying Brian's Garage. Today we're back on the Ford. Forgetting my camera lens is a little foggy. Daniel's on his way down and he has an ignition switch to go. We have a new battery, so Optima battery, and a couple other things here. So we're going to actually put an ignition switch in this thing today and see if it'll run. But the last time he was here, he wiped all off again. The last time he was here, he cut me some keys for the door. So now I have a key to the door, which is great. So we're going to wait for him to get here and then get to work, pull it out of the shop, and see if maybe we can bump this thing off today. Alright, we got our new ignition installed here, but the housing actually grounds to the dash. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a temporary wire around the housing and run it up here to the dash frame, and that should act as the ground that we need. So I'm going to make up a temporary wire real quick, get it hooked up, and then we'll hook power up to this thing and check our voltage on our battery, see if this thing will turn over, and if it will, we'll start worrying about trying to get it to actually fire up. We've got our little jumper ground wire hooked around the housing there and hooked to the frame there of the dash. We'll go out here real quick and actually hook up the battery. Charger back up. Alright, I guess we can try to see if it'll kick over. You want to kick over the key, Daniel?
Yeah.
See if it works.
Anyway, like you am ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hell yeah.
It works. Okay, good deal. We have a key. So now, I guess we start working on getting a little temporary fuel system plumbed up, and we'll go from there. Alright, we got us a fuel system plumbed in. A lawnmower fuel tank up there, plumbed into our carburetor, and all this stuff out of the way so don't get nicked by the fan. We're going to go ahead and try to bump this thing over and see what it does.
I don't know if it's flooded, it smells flooded, but it could just be. Shit, almost.
It's trying.
Well, this vacuum line. That's good on there. Did you like make any like adjustments on the carburetor?
Mm-mm. Sometimes the floats get stuck. After sitting a while, it'll flood it out. We'll try it again.
I'm gonna stand back just in case.
I hear you. Going hot.
Okay. Know what? I'm gonna turn the distributor a little bit.
Just a hair.
Yeah. Alright, try it now.
Alright. Watch your hand.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Try it one more time.
With your hand there?
Yeah.
Alright. Battery's getting juiced out.
I was gonna say, anyway, I turned the distributor
Yeah.
over like a little bit further, and it seemed like when it wanted to almost start over,
Yeah, I know.
the distributor, like I was holding it about here, but I don't know if that's where,
Well, I mean, it could be.
but anyway, like I was kind of,
This ain't pumping any kind of anything out of it, is it? No, it's dry. Well, it's trying. It's definitely trying. We're adjusting the distributor, trying to get it to find a happy place for it to maybe start up. So we're going to give it a second for the battery to charge back up, and then we'll try to hit it again. So while we're sitting here waiting for this battery to charge, we're going to go ahead and go through and check some vacuum lines, make sure everything's connected right, because that could be an issue with us having a no start. There's not much vacuum on this thing. It's the one that comes from the brake here. Goes to the back of the carburetor plate. Oh. That makes sense.
anyway, like, is it leaking fuel?
Yeah. Not just that. Don't tell me that shaft is already got a leak problem. Alright guys, we actually found the leak. It's vacuum, but it's actually it's the carburetor. The gaskets there are leaking around the carburetor base. So we're going to go get some gasket material, come back, cut out some gaskets, and then hopefully that'll solve that problem of getting too much air. And maybe this thing will run. Alright guys, we just got back from the parts store. It was pouring out there. So we moved the truck in here. We got some gasket making material here. I've already opened it, and some window cranks, because the ones I rigged on there were kind of loose. But we're about to actually come over here and pull the carburetor off our gaskets, reapply it, and hopefully that fixes our problem. So let's get to it. Alright, we cut us some new gaskets here. We did the old gaskets, just traced them out on some new gasket material, and now we have 2 new gaskets. The only problem we have is this stupid Mr. Gasket decided to put their gasket logo there instead of on the face, where you could actually see it when you put it together, but instead they decided only the mechanic needed to see it. So we're going to try to flatten that out with some RTV and let it tack up before we put everything together, just to seal that spot, because as you see there's not much seal there. The other side is fine. Daniel went ahead and prepped and cleaned the riser plate, and
I got a little bit left in that corner I gotta get, but
okay, that's fine.
For the most part
I might get a vacuum up in here while we got everything apart and kind of break everything loose real quick, kind of vac this shit out, because there's some mouse droppings still in there. Some other things.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even see that.
You know, it's Edelbrock intake.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it's Edelbrock Performer. You can see Edelbrock right back there. It says it, and then Performer right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And actually, somebody loved it at some point, for sure. Now somebody loves it again. Well, alright, we going to clean this up a little bit more, and then, like I said, do our little Mr. Gasket mod delete thing, and then, yeah, we'll go ahead and start reassembly. You know you can make a swamp cooler out of these.
A pump cooler?
Swamp cooler.
Oh, yeah.
Take the hoses off. Actually, use this hose on this end. Take the filter out, put ice and water down in it, clean it out. Ice cold air.
Oh, yeah. Because it's already got the fan and stuff in it. Yeah.
Yep.
Shit, I didn't even think about that.
Alright, we're going to lay our first gasket in place. Just for now. We still have to make our Mr. Gasket Mod. To our riser plate. One gasket in place. We're going to go ahead and make our mod to our plate real quick, let it tack up, and then we'll put everything else together. Alright, we actually came through and replaced our terminals real quick while we were waiting for our little mod there to dry up, and noticed that they were actually a little corroded, so I got some good terminals on here now and they are tight. We're at 12.52 on the charging. So I do believe this probably tacked up enough for me to go ahead and put the other gasket down and go ahead and put our carburetor back together. So we're going to go ahead and reassemble. Alright, we got our carburetor reinstalled up to our temporary lawnmower tank. Got our new gaskets on there, our terminals, our batteries at 12.52, and I think we're going to go ahead and try to start this thing again, so let's do it. Make sure all the cables are out of the way. Things out of the fans. Looks like we're good. Oh, the insulator.
I was going to say, what is that?
They're old insulators. Telegraphs.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, like I never would have thought that's what that was.
Alright.
Alright, let's see what it does.
Going hot.
Okay.
It get you?
Almost, but not quite. It just scared me a little bit.
Oh yeah. It'll do that too. You ready?
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Whenever you find that spot, hold it there.
Okay. I think it's right there. Maybe, I think. That's the best spot I've gotten it so far. Which is all the way, which is like right there, like somewhere right in there.
Have you tried moving it back this way?
I tried it last time, but like it only started wanting to start over when I started it here, and then I just kind of moved it slow this way. But it might try to start there.
We might need to check the firing order again.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you use your phone? My phone ain't got no service. And I think we need to check the firing order again.
What kind of motor is this?
It's a 351 Windsor.
Okay.
We're going to check the firing order in this and see if it's right. Alright, we checked our firing order and it seems that the spark plug wires might have been one off all the way around. One diagram that I looked at was different than the other, so we're going to try it this way and see if that is the case. Unfortunately, this thing didn't come with any plug wires on it, so we kind of don't know where shit goes. Just trying to find a good diagram that'll tell us what. So we're going to go ahead and turn this thing over again and see if it makes a difference. Are you want to do it?
Yeah. Alright. I'm going to start it.
Go for it. Okay. It fired right up. Damn.
Hell yeah.
I guess we need to find our timing spot there and lock her down. So actually go fire that thing up again.
Okay.
Give it a little gas, like a couple pumps. There you go. Alright, fire it up again. Alright guys, we're about to fire this thing up and see what it does. She's running. It needs trans fluid.
Oh, it does?
It's probably low on trans fluid because it wants to try to go and then it's like, eh.
Well, then let's go go and get some.
Okay, we about to run to the parts store and go get some transmission fluid. But me and this guy here have got this dadgum thing running. So 3 videos and a bunch of work, and God, it runs good. All right, we're back from the parts store. I actually got ahead of myself and started pouring before I cut the camera on. But we got a bunch of quarts of transmission fluid, 6 to be exact, and we're gonna go ahead and add them in and see how it does. I already checked the pan, and the pan was wet, and I also tightened those bolts up, so that should fix that leak hopefully.
Buy extra batteries for the one I got.
Yeah, when you come down to go to the car show, make sure to bring your hammer.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to. Hey, will you take our flashlight over there and get up under there and make sure it don't start leaking when I start pouring a certain amount in? Like it's leaking at all? Okay, good. That's 2. About to go for our 3rd one. Alright, 3rd quart. Still nothing? Maybe it was just the pan was really loose. They didn't put the pan on tight enough when they changed the gasket. Here's the 4th.
Good here.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pour the 5th in because I know how dry that thing was. I tapped on that pan, it was empty. And then we'll check it.
Yeah, I was going to say it is not empty anymore. Yeah.
Well, we know it's getting to the pan. Still no leaks?
Nope, still no leaks.
I think the pan was just loose.
Yeah, more than likely, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna pull this real quick. Check the dipstick with it not running. See if it's at least registering on the stick. Yes, it is registering on the stick. Now we need to start it.
Some of that transmission fluid got to get into the torque converter. This is yours, right?
Yeah.
Got the feeder out of the way.
yard. Let's see what it does. Okay, why'd it die? Hold on.
You know what? I don't see any leaks.
That's good. I might need to put some more gas in the tank. Alright, we'll put some more fuel in this thing. Let's see what it'll do.
Who's excited?
Yeah. Runs pretty good, guys. Timing's still not right. Yeah, timing's still not right. But it rides out. Rides out pretty good. Boy, it sounds mean. Heck yeah. Runs good, guys. Except for it's still needing some timing work. Well, she rode and ran good. Heated up a little bit and I shut it off before it heated up too much. It actually, I feel like the alternator's not charging and I feel like the thermostat is stuck. So we'll have to address that at a later date. But hey, it runs, it rides. rides out pretty good, so I can't complain. I'd say me and that guy back there did a pretty damn good job. So she's a runner now, and happy with it. Damn sure happy with it. Alright guys, Daniel is leaving now. We just got the truck back in the shop area here, and run pretty good. There he goes, off for his 2.5 hour drive. Thank you, buddy. Surely appreciate you. But we actually got to run in riding this thing today, and it sure was nice. Alright guys, it is the next day. Got this thing running last night, but it still had a issue with temperature gauge coming up, and this morning when I pulled it out, it has a slight leak coming from the oil pressure gauge. So those are two things that we need to get situated. But what we're going to do is go ahead and, I think we have a problem with our thermostat. It's either stuck or something's going on there. So I'm probably going to go ahead and pull this hose, pull the other hose that comes off of the water pump there, pull our thermostat housing, check our thermostat. Probably for now just kind of gut the thermostat and put the housing of the thermostat itself back in there. Cut a new gasket and seal it up. Just so I can So we have our housing clean, except for a little bit of the inside. We have our surface clean there. I want to flush this engine with some fluid, so we're probably going to do that. And I also got our thermostat gutted for now. I just need to get a gasket cut, so this will all go together. But yeah, that'll restrict the flow just a little bit. And yeah. Alright. Let's flush our engine. Where'd that come from? That's just a piece of wood. Okay. Looks like that come out of my system. Well, it's pretty much flushed. I'm going to go ahead and let this dry for a little bit. I'll probably go ahead and connect the bottom radiator hose and get it buttoned up. Go ahead and cut our gasket for our thermostat housing and get it put on there. Alright guys, I heard some thunder, so I went ahead and pulled the truck back up under the carport here some, and kind of getting things closed off just in case it rains, and then we're going to continue with our stuff here. I've got the gasket cut. Right here. So all we got to do is RTV it a little bit on both sides and apply it. and then run it. So I'm gonna take a quick break, eat a sandwich, and then we'll come back out here and get back at it. Really, you just want to do a light coat of RTV on both sides of the gasket. All the way around it. Alright, we have our thermostat housing hooked up, and everything else is hooked up. Cooling wise, there's our lower radiator hose, upper, everything's been tightened, and I guess we are actually ready to add some water. So I'm going to set y'all back on the tripod and we're going to fill this thing up again. So we got a radiator filled up. Should have still some in the reservoir. Has nothing. Okay, let me put a little bit in there. Okay, now the cooling system is completely full. I don't see any leaks. We changed out our radiator cap. I don't see any leaks. Especially from around our thermostat. So that's good. Now we have one more thing to fix before we fire this thing back up again, is our oil pressure sensor is leaking from the back side. So we need to address it real quick. Yep, see the little bit of oil there. So let's get that situated. Let's fire this thing up and back it up back and forth and see if it handles the load. I should be getting enough fuel. I think I got it. No. Damn it. It wants to run and then it don't want to run. Alright guys, next day. Having problems with editing, so I've been kind of keeping an eye on it through the window, and as you see, we can't export your video. I keep having those issues, so it's a pain in the ass. But I was reading up last night on these specific 4-barrel Holley carburetors here, and what I was getting is they have to have a minimum of 7 psi of fuel pressure to even run at idle, and a minimum of 4 psi at full throttle. So what I'm getting from that is I think my gravity feed tank is filling the bowls, but I think it's running out, and I think that's why it'll restart every time. I think it's running out of fuel, and then the bowls are filling back up. I don't think it has enough pressure to keep it going. So we're going to see if maybe our mechanical fuel pump may be good for a minute. I do watch a lot of YouTubers. That's mainly what I watch, is YouTube. And I do know for a fact that most guys that I watch usually have fuel pumps that work. If it's a diaphragm mechanical pump, it usually works for about 100 miles or less, and then that diaphragm gives up. We could try it. So we got our tank in place, we got our fuel pump hooked up. We're going to jump in the truck and see if it will battery charge. Let's see what our voltage is real quick on our battery. .3, almost 12.4. See what it'll do. sitting here idling. Yes, let's take it for a ride through the yard. That was it. Try not to get it stuck today. Still got rain clouds coming in. Drives good though. Still needs a little work, but hey, just took her on a ride. Running pretty damn good. Come on. Alright, hold on. Alright. Well, we'll let her cool off for a little bit and see what she does again. So far, so good. Running like a champ. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. We're going to call it done here. I'd say she's pretty good. She runs, she drives, she's strong, runs pretty good. I think there's still a couple little bugs I need to work out here or there, but I mean, so far so good. Has a new starter, has a good battery, has an ignition, switch. We have a fuel pump. We have a cooling system. We have oil pressure. Pretty good truck. Pretty good truck, and it don't leak a drop of anything. She's very dry under there. So, just an example of a good old vehicle. And look at that tag. 1957. Well, I'd say she did pretty good. Speaking that now I can just get in it and drive it when I need to around the yard, she's good to go. So, if y'all enjoyed this video, go down there and leave a like for me. It helps with algorithm, it helps with my channel, and it helps with my growth, which is starting to pick up a little bit. So thank you guys for that. Thank you for your interactions. Thanks for watching. Especially if you got to this point in the video, I really appreciate it. And if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button. Got a bunch of good stuff coming. I got some projects in the back to work on. Still work to do on the truck. There's work to do on the town car. We got another little off-road van build that's out there. We got quite a bit of things to work on, so we're not shy of that, and still dragging in projects as constantly as I can. So, one of my biggest helps is Shaggy Small Engines. Y'all be sure to go check him out. Shaggy Small Engines on YouTube and Shaggy's Repairs on Facebook. He also does videos. He buys and sells lawnmowers in my area, and does quite a bit. Helps out the channel here, and I get a lot of my mowers from him. So if you're in the area and you need a mower in the South Georgia area, contact me. I can get you set up with him, and he'll get you a good mower for a decent price. And y'all be sure to go follow him as well. He's trying to grow his channel, and yeah, I know it's hard. So, but thank you all for the interactions and for watching this to the end. Like I said, go check out some of the older videos. Stay tuned for the newer videos. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Hit that all notification bell. Go down there and leave a like down below on this video. Comment down below if you have any questions or just want to say something in general. I try to reply to everyone. Things are just kind of busy, so might take a second. You can also follow the Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. The only one that's different is the Snapchat. It's an avatar. The rest of them are the same profile picture as the YouTube channel. So you should be able to go to those platforms, type in Flying Brown's Garage in the search engines, and you should find me. We post different content to those, kind of daily, at least weekly for sure, but try to do it daily, where we post, content that pretty much a sneak peek to what's to come on the YouTube channel. So y'all be sure to go check all those out if y'all have those platforms, and until then, we will see you guys out here on another revival or build or whatever in the heck we got drummed up next. So see you then.